Hey, folks, and welcome on back to Petalburg Woods, the podcast where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Let's talk some Pokemon. As always, this is the wonderful Pokemon podcast, where not only do we discuss the Pokemon, the games themselves, but the world and culture and social dynamics and people even surrounding the games. How do they make us feel, if you will? As always, I'm your first lovely host, Droomish.
And I'm Capreo, your second lovely host in command. How you doing? Welcome to the woods. Welcome to the woods, not the show. Nay. No. We keep the fantasy alive here on Petalburg Woods. Thanks for checking out the show. We're so glad you could join us. We feel a show, a concept, an idea with some levity, with some nice memories, some nostalgia attached. Droomish, what are we talking about today?
Oh, I see what you're going for. Yeah, okay. Sorry I keep saying that on next time on Petalburg Woods. I should really stop doing that. We are going to talk about mobile games real soon, but because as of this episode coming out, I believe, if the timeline is right, ZA is here. Legend ZA. Here. It's finally out. I'm going to be really excited. We're recording this about, say, a weekish in advance.
Give or take.
A touch more.
So as of recording, ZA is not out. But as of you listening to it right now, ZA came out yesterday, I think.
And I hope you're excited. I'm excited. I know future me is excited, and past me is probably excited. So, to be topical, because I'm
topical. What?
Yeah, we usually
they said it couldn't be done.
It's about 20 years old around here. We've elected, instead of mobile games, to talk about kind of just the feel of the release day. And I know this is just a day, but I think there's a really special energy, process even, and a way that we interact with the medium and each other on the Pokemon Day, if you will, that is worth writing about and talking about, because I get excited every time. And it's just like obviously I get a new Pokemon game, but games come out all the time. I think it's a really, really special time for more than just the purposes of the game coming out. But first, before I totally lose my mind about that and go on several crazy tangents, my favorite part of the show, what have we been doing and playing lately? Capreo, I'm bumping you up from second in command. I didn't really mean to say first. I was just talking first. You can go first this time.
Sure.
What have you been doing lately in the world of Pokemon?
Playing Pokemon Emerald. Surprise.
Surprise. He's back at it again.
I streamed earlier before we recorded this episode, and so the last thing I did is I beat the 8th gym leader. I beat Juan, not Wallace. Nay. I beat Juan. And went around. I don't know if you ever do this when you're playing through any Pokemon game, but like when you get
Talk
an
to
HM, every sign. That's step one. Talk to every sign. If you skip a sign, then
okay.
you're not a real Pokemon fan. No, when you get an HM that unlocks previously explorable areas. So like in Emerald, when you get Surf after beating Norman, there's two pretty large surfing routes, both north and east of Dewford. So I don't know, like, do you ever like go back and explore areas after you get an HM, or do you just like keep moving forward?
That example in particular is just too big.
Right.
I couldn't do it.
If it's like a quick, convenient stop, then sure. But if it's
exactly, I think that Metroid got me to think about games like that. Because they'll show you, especially you play a bunch of Metroid. You run into these dungeons, and they'll show you, like, at some point there's like, I don't know, like a goober button or something. You don't have the goober blast yet, And
It's my favorite.
you're like,
Power
damn,
up.
I can't open the goober door. And then later they play the do 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 do, the whole song and dance, and you're like, shit, I have the goober button now.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's right. I better go back and get the energy tank that's back there.
Not
That's
the
like
goober
it's
tank.
so. Yeah, I got the goober tank finally, but that's just very linearized and it's telegraphed. It's extremely telegraphed. This is not exclusive to Metroid by any means. I do it in games like that just because I think they often tell you very clearly, and backtracking is. I don't know. I don't think essential is the right word. It's invited. Backtracking is invited.
It feels a little more understood in that genre of game, more so than it does, I guess, in a Pokemon game.
Pokemon, the space is too big, and especially these older games where I'm really living in this world. I don't know if I get overwhelmed. I'm probably not going back. Something that I thought was really cool when I was little. In this vein, I got all right. This is a 2-prong mini tangent. Just bear with me, folks. This is awesome. I promise. Like in Emerald, I guess maybe it was Ruby and Sapphire, but all in Gen 3. It's like they have this secret Pokemon in Jigglypuff.
Yes.
You can go get the Jigglypuff.
Yes.
Off of that one route with the surf.
Right.
And even when I was little, I was like, oh, I'm getting this secret Pokemon that like nobody knows about. Jigglypuff is only in this one route. There's in this corner of behind the mountain. I'm in the literal top left of the of the map right now.
You really got to go out of your way for it.
Yeah, and only the real ones are getting Wigglytuff on their team.
On their team,
you're
in
going to be
Emerald.
wondering where Wigglytuff is.
Yep.
And then another one, somebody I think who knows their stuff with shiny hunting. This might have been my old friend and pal Magnemite again. But as soon as you get Surf and the fishing rod in Gen 2, I believe, you can access that water next to Newbark.
Yep.
And this might be the earliest place to get Chinchou. As soon as you get Surf, you can head there immediately and potentially pick up a Chinchou. But that's cool because I think it's even cooler in this context because I think you only need 4 badges and then you can technically step foot into Kanto and expand your map.
Right.
In Heart Gold and Soul Silver at least. That's the only I haven't gotten that far in Crystal. Just it's really cool. It's really cool. I try now to do it when I can, but no, that was not happening. I'm proud of you if you do.
So like if you have a specific goal in mind, then you'll go back for it once it's once you have the new
something like that gets shown to me. I think one that I guess, maybe was more telegraphed just because of the nature of it. Because HMs they're such broad tools.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I know that they just have the one specific thing, but it's like Surf, such a good example. Yeah, you can go on water now, and there's water just about damn everywhere. Why don't you go check it out? But it's also a traversal tool, so it's sort of in the background. I don't know what it was. The fishing rod. If they give you a fishing rod, I was heading back. Especially once you get the upgrade to Super Rod. For whatever reason, that would send me back to previous ponds to check out what the waters had, and just that was an exploration tool. But I think it was because this is a tool specifically designed to give you encounters, less open-endedness for I don't know, someone like me who's maybe a little inept at exploring. So I would go fish. I would go fish again. But something as open-ended as surfing, probably not in the cards for me.
Fair. Well, all of that to say, I guess, like, I've kind of been clearing the game as I go, and like before I do the next objective, I've kind of been doing everything that is available to me. So that's included like the trick house, for instance. I've been kind of doing that as each of the rooms have.
Trick house is awesome.
I love the trick house so much. I think my favorite is the trivia one. And they don't ask the exact same questions every time. Like if you fail one of the questions and you go back to talk to an earlier doll, they will. I think they all have like there's 5 dolls total. I think they all have like, I don't know, an amount of trivia questions that they'll ask you, but at least it's not like the exact same one every single time. So like you just pick, the other answer basically, or the other option, if you get it wrong. At least like you gotta know your stuff a little bit to get through that trivia. I guess you could like trial and error it for a long time.
I often did. Those trivia bots made me mad as hell.
Well,
because they're asking questions like the first question is like, which attack is going to be super effective against Halo?
Right.
Like, oh, you simpleton trivia bots. And then the second one is like, how much does it cost to buy a super repel, a potion, and an escape rope at the same time?
The money ones are really good.
I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to brute force it. I don't care.
I agree with you, but I also really appreciate that the money questions are in the game, because it truly is like, hey, are you paying attention to like all of this shit or like some of this shit? Because what
about inflation?
Yeah. One of the other questions was like, how many girls are in the Pokemon school in Rustboro? I was like, it gives you multiple choice, but still, I was like, I don't fucking remember that even a little bit. Anyway, but I love the trivia room.
Terrible questions.
Yeah. And then
that's why it's good. It's terrible, but
yeah, because it's more than just like, I don't know. I love Blaine's gym, but also I think the questions in Blaine's gym are a little lackluster. But anyway, that's a whole other thing.
Everybody knows Tombstoney. Everybody knows the move.
I love Tombstoney.
Tombstoney.
My favorite real move that definitely exists. What else? Yeah, and just like, like actually diving in, I made it to the water route, and believe you me, the 7.8 out of 10 jokes were nonstop. But just like diving at every opportunity, collecting all the shards, stuff like that. And then same thing after I beat the 8th gym and got the HM for Waterfall, going around and like going to previous locations. Meteor Falls, going there, going up the waterfall, going in that area, catching a Bagon.
That was way better.
As like that water, like going to do that.
Just in general, I think Waterfall, because I don't know. I mean, it's so striking, especially in those games. Right. You see a waterfall. I don't know. Maybe I'm really. I swear we could do. I could do an episode of this by myself about water in Pokemon, and I don't mean like Wailord or Politoed. I mean the physical presence of water and how visually stimulating and aesthetic and attitude producing it is. Mm-hmm. Waterfalls strike me in a way that the water basins do not. Mm-hmm. What the basins? What am I talking about? I don't know. The surf water.
Right.
But you see those, and they're very inviting, right? It's not just a set piece. Waterfall it's a video game. Waterfall. That means climb. Mm-hmm. That means climate. Mm-hmm. Actually, so I remember that. This is such a good specific one, because I think through just visual stimulation and not even really hints, you're kind of called back to Meteor Falls. I guess if you're paying attention, you have to be paying attention. Mm-hmm. But and then Bagon is famously up there.
Yeah, no one ever.
A very good version of your concept you're describing.
Yeah, and each of the waterfalls, compared to the amount of like options that open up with surf, there's only like a couple of waterfalls really for you to go back to. But if you do go back to them, again, no one is telling you to go back to any of the waterfalls really. They direct you to Evergrande City, and they're like, there's a waterfall there. But other than that, any other waterfall that you choose to go back to and explore, that's totally up to you. And then you're very like handsomely rewarded if you do go back to explore, because again, either you find a rare Pokemon, or there's often some like very helpful items at the tops of those waterfalls. So those are worth going back to. Anyway, like I said, just been kind of clearing the game as I go. But the next step for me in the Emerald Victory Lap playthrough is Victory Road, and then the League, and then gonna go through and catch some legendaries, and then I'll be done. But it's been fun.
Wow.
I know.
Finally.
And
Gen 3 is ending.
I don't know.
It's over, folks.
Otherwise, like separate from mainline, I guess, been playing some TCG Pocket. A new set came out that I think I don't mind it as much, but I think a lot of people are upset about.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, okay.
It has super cool bullshit in it. just it's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for the cool, awesome bullshit.
Every
What's
pack
to not
having
like?
every pack having an EX is cool because there's been a bunch of EXs that I never got from previous sets that I have now. And so for like deck building purposes, it's been excellent. But I think
It's been so good.
there's been some frustration with the way that like people's sets are getting completed within the game. I don't give a shit about that. So for me, it's been great. I don't know. I don't know if you have. I mean, you said that you liked it. Have you been opening those packs?
Yeah, I get on. I mean, because it's only around for a month.
Right. Yeah, it's a limited time thing.
And I got some really cool stuff. These, I think, sort of mosaic looking.
Yep.
I got a Ho-Oh and a Lunala that were very, very stylized and beautiful.
Sick.
And I saw those, and I couldn't say these were bad packs.
Mm-hmm.
They never did anything wrong to me. They're good packs since they gave me the good cards. I haven't really been playing. It has just been Pack Simulator.
Yeah.
I do like the game. I like playing the game. I mean, the meta is something, but I feel like it's at a point where there is genuine mechanical reward trade-off back and forth. Just it's a decent game. Reminds me of the earliest days of Hearthstone, back when I had to have been, I don't know, early high school, looking at these little cards. It reminds me of that very much. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice enough. Oh gosh, I'm still playing VGC.
You're keeping up with it.
I am. I mean, we have a weekly event now that I kind of got on the road, if you will. And there's a few of us who play every week. Right now, we're still kind of just getting into things. We all go sign in and just run games and speculate on our teams. But I'm loving it. I'm feeling the cogs turn. I'm downloading. If you will, VGC strategy and know-how. It's gonna get there. I also, man, I feel like I did something. Oh, I was playing, even though, I stream it famously, just playing some White 2 casually and just having a really good time with that. White 2 is a great game. Black and White 2 are great games. Too bad they are that expensive, but pretty awesome. And so I hadn't done this. You were actually yelling at me to do it a while ago, but I finally did it. I was road tripping with the lovely Sarah, and I went into my Join Avenue, and people that I had met at Long Island Retro and they never went away. They just were like queued, I guess. And so there's people in there that are like, "Hey, I'm Jimbo from New York. Let me be in your Join Avenue," and it made me emotional. It really did. I was sitting there, especially I got a Papa C's user. Their little me NPC character. They have a gym in my Join Avenue where I can train my speed and defense EVs.
Nice.
And seeing that and having hung out, I don't know, it made me. I mean, I'm pretty emotional these days, but I was just they set up a gym, and I was just over the moon. I was I don't know, like beauty crying, I guess. It was a life is beautiful. Like, I'm surrounded by beauty right now. My friend from hundreds of miles away has set up an abode inside of my DS. And then I heard of this really cool event for Scarlet and Violet. So I went to my GameStop and I got damn pissed off. We can't not mention it, folks.
No.
You think I wasn't gonna mention it? The I hope that you were able to snag a shiny Coridon Miraidon events. If you were one of the lucky few, I guess, which is so weird to say about one of these.
I know. It's so funny. We had a whole episode singing the praises of Mystery Gift, and even still, like, getting a code card at a brick and mortar store.
I love a code card.
And as soon as we did that, one of the worst if like in-person events of all time happened. It's unreal.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I guess if you didn't hear, dear listener, they put out these codes for Shiny Koraidon and Shiny Miraidon at the end of Scarlet and Violet's life, which they've done previously. They did the same for Shiny Zacian and Zamazenta and Sword and Shield. And
yeah, and I have that card. I have that card in my room.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful little piece of paper. I really wanted a new one.
And historically, when you went to the game store and you asked for that beautiful piece of paper, they would hand it to you, and there was no issues at all. But this time,
thousands. They had boxes and boxes of them.
They would throw them out after the time limit was over because they were sent so many. I would know.
Oh, foreshadowing. Really, we have really good stories on this one.
And so
he really surprised me.
It's incredibly strange that, again, for like an actually good sought after distribution that like has been time tested. Like this isn't a new thing that they're trying and they just like, I don't know, planned it poorly or like didn't realize what the demand was going to be. They just shipped not even nearly enough code cards to all the stores.
And of course they did it on the same day as the Mega Evolution set coming out, which, you know, I haven't seen a pack of myself that isn't over double what the
this
packs
is the other
usually
thing,
cost.
is a whole bunch of like TCG freaks, and I'm saying that like not like actual super fans. I'm like resellers, right?
True.
People who are there to buy product to resell
Don't
it.
do that.
They're also, these are the same people who are like, oh, I'll take a code card or two if you let me. And they're not using that. They're selling that shit on eBay. They're reselling that also. They're like, oh, hell
These are
yeah.
the first cards that I've seen on eBay. And
Yeah.
the first code cards, which is, oh, it's a disaster. I didn't get one. I had a code given to me by a kind member of my community. Very kind.
Extremely kind.
And
especially given how limited these are. Incredibly kind.
Because I went to 3 different GameStops.
Yeah.
And didn't have any luck.
Yeah.
And now there's drama also. The drama is fascinating. Have you seen the drama?
I haven't seen the drama. Please.
So GameStop, the thing was at first that the stores only were supposed to get 50 codes a pop or 50 cards or something.
Mm-hmm.
But then and then there was some debate as why are they limited? Why are they that limited?
Mm-hmm.
Why are they running out so quickly? And then in Europe or something, in certain European countries, they were printing out more on receipts. They were rechargeable.
Yeah. Which is you can have an infinite amount of that. You don't need the card anymore. The card is nice. The card is a nice keepsake. But functionally, you really just need the code. So printing them, this would solve the problem.
And that fueled some debate on what's up with the limiting here.
Mm-hmm.
And then GameStop did a reload,
Mm-hmm.
and the reload was not fruitful. It was not that fruitful.
Also,
some people got
still
it.
not enough.
Still not. It was like the word was that it was a 50 hard cap again for each store. And then actually I saw the GameStop Twitter account was getting into it with YouTubers that I know.
Yeah.
They were and the drama is they are saying it is Pokemon. They insisted that Pokemon made them do it this way.
Right. GameStop was like, it's not our decision. And
they forced us.
Yeah. And like I believe it. Why would GameStop want the bad press?
Well, okay. I don't, and you know, maybe you know more than I do about this, but I heard because people were like, "Can you please just print them out on the receipts and be normal?" And because that was part of what they were doing with this reload, and there was some murmurings that doing that would affect like sales bullshit on the back end of GameStop of just willy-nilly printing receipts. At least in the U.S. of just doing this receipt stuff would mess up, I don't know, sales initiatives or something, and they were resisting that for whatever reason.
Yeah, it would fuck up their percentages, which super doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're normal.
Yeah.
But I guess there was some talk of that. People, but I don't know. People are still mad at GameStop. Like, and also GameStop should not have a unilateral monopoly over this. And
100%.
if it was going to be this bad, it should have been a Wi-Fi distribution.
100%. I'm hopeful that this is like an early adopter thing. Like you can get your shiny Koraidon early if you get the code, and then maybe like next month they'll be
that's a great idea.
And here's a Wi-Fi distribution for the rest of you.
That would be awesome.
That would be.
Let's hope they learn.
That would fully remedy the situation, and it would be so easy. And I don't think they're going to do it. I think truly this is going to be like a very actually limited mystery gift, which is absurd. I managed to get my hands on one code because it was limit of one per customer. Even if you own both games, which I do, it's still a limit of one per customer. So
great job.
I chose
those games.
I chose shiny Koraidon. Did you choose one?
I only have Violet because I actually because I'm such a grassroots organizer.
Mm-hmm.
I gave my Scarlet, and I say gave, I mean that I gave my friend Scarlet, and he gave me $30 to my friend,
bartering,
so that he could start playing VGC. And he's playing. He's
awesome.
there. He was there with me tonight. This is also recording on VGC night as well. So I gave my Scarlet to him so that he could get just playing VGC. So I just have the Koraidon.
Okay. So
and it's actually
both went for
awesome.
that one. Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
Both of these shinies are like really good, and both of these Pokemon are really good. It's just
they will probably be the competitive, viable one when a format is back that you can play Koraidon and Miraidon. Like the recommendation will probably be use the event one because they have all 31s.
Well, that's the case. I think for Koraidon. I think Miraidon would probably want an attack IV of 0, like ideally, to take less from foul play as a special attacker.
Okay, it's pretty good. It's all right. It's pretty good.
No,
There's the thing. They're like they were easy bake. Like you could
yes,
if you're putting Koraidon on a team, you just get this Pokemon and you're off to the races. That was the other big benefit of it. These things are beasts already. You don't have to do any work on them. So it was a huge boon to players also, but
100%.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I think the idea of like giving these out at the end of the generation anyway is kind of it feels like a gift, truly, which is I think rare for the Pokemon Company, and it feels like that especially nowadays. And this event did not help their optics, by the way. But anyway, if because a lot of people do only get the one version, and so it is, I think, like a thanks for playing. Here's the other box legendary.
I like that. It's a thanks for playing.
Yeah, that's how I've like kind of like envisioned, I guess, the context of what these are meant to be. Anyway, it's a shame that
this one was a middle finger.
100%. This one was the complete opposite. Whether it's GameStop or the Pokemon Company to blame or both.
I don't care. I'm mad.
It never should have happened to begin with. Anyway, we are not here to
we had to talk about it.
We had to talk about it because it was like the biggest Pokemon news. Yeah, 100%.
That one was so topical.
Yeah. And it's like I think like unanimously, like Pokemon fans are never unanimous about anything, but unanimously everyone was like, this sucks.
We did an episode on this. Then how awesome! I did. This is maybe outside of the mission statement of Petalburg Woods, but we just did an episode on this very subject, and like you said, we thought it was the coolest shit ever. And then how ironic how angry this made me.
I know.
After the fact of like
I know. I take it all back.
With Solerba. Like I was crying with them on that episode. I'm
on
like,
how beautiful Mystery Gift is supposed to be.
This sucks. Where's my piece of paper? Okay.
But there is one other thing that you in particular have been up to lately.
What? You don't know me?
Yes, I do.
What?
Let's make websites.
Oh, that's right.
Let's make websites.
Oh, this is the thing. Okay, we should have written this down.
True. You're right.
Well, I don't. You remembered it. I didn't remember it.
At least, yeah, we can leave the "What have we been doing lately" section on a high note.
Oh yeah, folks, join me on NeoCities. Join me and Caprio on NeoCities. It's like an old website builder. Recently, he's been saying, "Let's build websites.
Let's make websites."
Or let's make websites. And,
Like it's my catchphrase.
and I have an associate's degree in comp sci, so I made a website.
You can make websites.
You can make a website. I made a Battle Frontier themed link tree, which is it's just it's like all my links. We're gonna make it something. It's gonna be pretty awesome. We're gonna make a Sevi Islands shrine at a certain point, but.
Hell yeah.
I think that, and maybe this is as we get more and more into this, and maybe perhaps an adage to a later episode. But I think that Pokemon and old internet kind of go hand in hand, and I've been thinking about it a lot lately. The Cerebi still looks like that is, I think, maybe one of the biggest points that I would be making.
100%.
People love it. I
Yeah.
like it. I liked Maryland.
Yep. 100%.
And I'm not gonna be like that when I make this website, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Well, let's see. It's the internet.
Yeah.
It's not dead. We can make a website.
No, you too can make your very own website and curate your own internet. Wow, what a concept. I love your website. I think it's a great idea, and I think you executed it perfectly, and I can't wait to see what you add to it. And I especially like the button that lets me watch LRXC right now.
My website, droomish.neocities.org. Just a complete link there.
Yeah.
For a quick plug.
We'll
See it for yourself.
We'll link it, but it's easy to type.
Yeah, it's really easy to type. It's just cool, and I mean, like,
let's make websites.
I think especially I have it's like a Gen 3. The whole visual style is Gen 3, and it just really made me feel something. Making this, I'm looking at it right now. I pulled it up. It's kind of a match made in heaven. Just I know because you and that one guy won't stop going on about it. It's like a Pokemon Crater or whatever. Or,
hell yeah.
that ancient piece of lore, but these are just good vibes. These are good vibes from a different era. My YouTube analytics say that my primary audience is from the ages of 25 to 34, so I know you know what I'm talking about, kind stranger.
100%. Another extremely good Pokemon website, Blue Moon Falls. Check it out. Blue Moon Falls,
Blue Moon
incredible
Falls.
website.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. Friend of the co-host, Droomish. Hell yeah.
I love Blue Moon Falls. And
Me too.
I also like Pokemon websites, the hobby websites.
Yeah.
Check them out, folks. Okay, we're gonna do the episode now.
Okay, here we go.
I mean,
it's real.
I know you love yapping. Well, I could listen to him all day. I have trouble listening to my own voice. Anyway, the release day for Pokemon. We're happy now. We're not thinking about Koraidon and Miraidon. We're really happy.
We're feeling nostalgic.
ZA just came out.
People are playing it. People are loving it, hopefully.
People are so happy. I'm so happy. You could even say, and I have this written down here in the notes, because we're gonna go through kind of for the release day, for it actually happening, the culture, if you will. We're gonna structure this kind of like a walk through a release day, and not just ZA. I know that we're doing this because ZA came out, but I have very fond memories. I have very fond memories when Black and White came out for a number of reasons.
Yeah, me too.
That was a really, really good release for me. Same with Diamond and Pearl also. But you could even say that we're feeling right now, new game, it's here, yes. New Pokemon, holy shit, yes. I have that annotated right now, and that's how I'm feeling. As I wake up on the day, I even felt that when Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were coming out, which is maybe a crazy thing to be saying now, but
well, that's before we knew. I don't know. It's like the Pokemon release day. It's all about the potential. It's all about the optimism.
it's all about the potential
of the thing. I'm gonna have such a great time playing this new Pokemon game. I can't wait. And we don't know. We have no. Because we've mentioned this before. I think we go into a new Pokemon experience with like in good faith with optimism.
Oh yeah.
With like assuming the best, right? And then
I mean, it's just why do we keep doing this? It's this infinite cycle of cope. Like,
well,
it just
like,
well.
No, I think we're just like before we've even played the game, it's getting full marks, and then as we play the game, we maybe dock it for a few things here and there, and then by the time we're done with the game, we form our opinion. And I don't think that's what we do for Pokemon. I think that's what most people do for most games. If they're excited to play a thing, they go into it like giving it full marks, and then as they go, they find a couple things that maybe they didn't vibe with as much.
That's
but then
very interesting.
If there's not that many things, then that means that they really liked the game. You know.
This is a very astute analysis. I probably do this. I've not put together that it's kind of working in reverse order as I critique this thing that I'm playing.
I'm not saying that everybody does it that way, but I don't know. It's just a way that kind of makes sense to me.
The attitude going into a Pokemon game, even if I don't know, maybe the trailers were disappointing, but the attitude going into Scarlet and Violet and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, what I'm saying, we're hype. It was people were getting excited.
And generally they do a phenomenal job with the trailers of like making you hype. Like that is maybe what they're the best at than anything, is making you feel and making you enjoy the property. And then you play the game and maybe you come down from that a little bit depending on the game. But anyway, at least like in the lead up, 100% in the lead up for a brand new Pokemon game, like we're feeling excited. We're like, hell yeah, new Pokemon game. It's exciting.
I want to posit that it might even be only paralleled by the immediate time frame after the game comes out. The best time to be a Pokemon fan might be those 2 or 3 weeks before one comes out, because just the game isn't there yet to criticize,
right? And
the trailers are making you excited,
right?
But it's almost I was when I was very little. Not very little. I don't know. I was in high school. I don't know why there's such a little memory. I was little. Okay, I'm old. All right. I get to be little. When I was in high school, it was in 9th grade, maybe. Anyway, we toured the kind of business department, maybe, of a football stadium, or something. And this team, plenty of teams like it, known for losing. One of the worst teams in the business. You can fill in the dots as you will for what that team might be. One of the worst in the business. However, the person who was touring, they were kind of talking about the attitude, if you will, the in-house vibes, and that game days were a really big part of that. And I thought that was really interesting that there was kind of a curvature of emotions, because I mean ultimately it's anything. Like, I know that this is a silly, maybe even ridiculous analogy, especially for me. I do not care much for football, American football even. But like it's an entertainment property, and there's this emotional curvature to the enjoyment of it. And he was saying like, oh, like everybody's nervous but excited going up to game day, and then attitude usually after the rest of game day, after they lose or the days following, is pretty grim, and they have to, sort of check themselves a little bit. The logistics staff, that is not the players. And somebody asked about this specifically, and is like, well, you guys lose a lot. Like, and we're in 9th grade. He's like, yeah, like, I'm not gonna cap. We do. We lose a lot. But when we win, the vibes are over the moon. The vibes are immaculate. Everyone's having a good time. Everyone's happy. And on the days before we win, also going up to, like, you get the game hype going into a win is like nothing else. And I don't know. This is the only thing that I can remember from this trip. Everything else is just like mush, because it's like the business analytics of football. Oh my God, please, like, just take me out back at that point. What are we even doing? Some 9th grade business class I was forced to be a part of. But I thought that was really interesting. These, I mean, of course it translated for them even into work, like inflow and outflow. Like the game day is more work, but also day is probably easier because everybody's happy. And Pokemon, I think, is very, very much the same way. And I don't know. Okay. If it's a cycle of cope, I'm riding it 100%. I'm always thinking Pokemon's always going to be good, and then I just let myself have fun because I'm a silly, goofy gamer, and I name my dog Dinkledar or something, and I look at a tree, and like I'm happy. It's as easy as that. It's as easy as that, folks. I'm gonna be looking at so many trees in ZA, but I guess maybe what I'm saying is I think it's so easy to be a Pokemon fan in this period right before it comes out. There's no and especially like my fellow Pokemon fan, because everyone's happy. We're excited for this game. We're pretty excited all the time. I've been especially excited lately myself, but it's like I don't know, Christmas break or something. It's just these days feel so good. I think I mean, not in general. I don't know. Like I don't know, sad about whatever bullshit, but I think about Pokemon going to that little corner of my life as hey, things are all right. Like this is like it's things are pretty cool. We don't have the game. It just like I know I'm gonna have fun in the future, and I think that really carries. And it almost especially like if you're in a community, and this is the same when I was in school. These things can feel like I don't know. I get sort of maybe the beginning of the Grinch movie, you know, when they're all singing Dahu Dores and circling the tree.
Right. Yeah, there's something in the air, especially when you're young, and there's a group of you all excited about the same thing. Yeah, there's something brewing, similar to like when you're in school, but it's only like a couple of hours before you're let out, before like March break or Christmas break or anything like that. Yeah, you're just like
I'm so excited on a half day.
You're just like buzzing. You're just like I can't wait for this to go home. And same thing I think with the Pokemon release. Can't wait for it to come out and go to the store.
This emphasis I think is important because it's like I don't know. It's like one of those free energy machines. Like this, there is no physical there is no tangentiality of this goodwill. But it exists. Like it kind of creates its own joy, which I think is really cool. Many of these things, a half day at school, that is going to create some joy, just by virtue of it being a half day at school. That's maybe the best news I could have possibly received growing up. That we're about to have a half day, and I'm suddenly excited. I'm excited to go to school. Even that's okay. I think that's it. Like I'm kind of excited to wait. Maybe like this period is exciting. They've trickled these little mega releases this time.
Right.
I genuinely got excited for the Mega Victory Bell release. Be cool, everybody. I'm a little squeamish. It did scare the shit out of me, kind of. And there's Mega Victory Bell, yes, whatever. This is like a found footage thing, but it's really cool. And I was like, oh my god, this game is gonna be awesome. I'm excited to be excited. That is kind of this perpetual motion happening. If
you let yourself be excited, I guess, because there is a lot. I think currently, given some of the release stuff, namely, I guess like showing the DLC, the Mega Dimension DLC, like before ZA is out yet. I don't know. In spite of all of that, and also like
bummer
the Nintendo stuff, like besides, you know, people feeling obviously like things are very expensive. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with like being excited about a thing you like, in spite of all of that. So let yourself be excited. It's okay.
There's something in the air, like you said, and that is contagious. Even if I'm, I don't know, maybe more casual. Not that I am, but it's just people that are happy makes me happy, and it's wonderful that we don't even have this thing yet, and it's making us happy. How beautiful the human experience is that we can hype joy proactively and preemptively. I can't get enough of the way that we can just imagine fun, and then it is fun. Half day at school, baby. Let's talk about it.
Baby.
It's time for a half day at school. Okay, that's like I can't really get enough of that feeling, and it makes me feel good every time a game is on the way. And the speculation also. I think even though it's often dumb, just unbelievably foolish sometimes. I'm like, that is never happening in a million years. People speculating just makes me happy. Is what's going to be in the game? Who's getting the mega in this case? Or I think when Diamond and Pearl was one where me and the kids on the playground were like, those guys, like, compared to Pokemon up until then, those guys look crazy. What's those guys' deal? What's happening with that? What's Palkia and Dialga's whole thing? Because those are some of the Pokemon you're going to see firsthand. So just people questioning. I think it's a really good time for philosophizing or just analysis, because people are like, look at the triangle symbol on the new company. This obviously means Alola is going to be referenced in the game, and this guy is wearing a purple jacket. That means he's Dugong's uncle or something. I've seen a lot of speculation in that. I'm like, what are you even talking about? Let's just like save that one for the game actually being out. But some of it's like, oh, I didn't notice that detail. That's really cool. I'm glad that you shared your perspective on the trailer with me, because now we're getting each other excited again as it goes.
Especially with a game like ZA where it is so closely tied to an existing game, and so there's a bunch of continuity to draw from for speculation purposes. Like the characters that they've shown so far who existed already in X and Y. You know, you can just the mind starts racing thinking
I'm
about
excited.
like what is this, what is the life of this person been like over the last 10 years or just however long the events from X and Y until ZA or whatever is. God. If it's 10 years, I don't know if that's been confirmed or not, but
I don't know. She's not old, but like I think the most clear like handhold for that is that Emma is like 20 or something now. Emma looks like a 20 something. She might be 16 or 17. I have no idea. She's wearing Looker's jacket now.
Yeah, she was a kid and now she's grown, and
that's awesome. That's just cool. Like God, that's so cool.
Very cool.
So it's just God, it feels good. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about like maybe your experience with some release days in the past? Some of the games that you got day one?
Okay. All right. So actually hitting the release day one, our story continues. I got pretty excited. When I was little, I would make my mom portion off. If it was on a Friday, I don't know. Games usually came out on Saturdays, or were they Fridays? I don't know. When was I'm actually going. This is genuinely important to the story, I guess. It's like when are these games coming out? It's I mean, it's not like some random. At worst, it's Friday. At best, it's Saturday, right?
Yeah, I feel like Friday historically has been a big release day for most games. That shifted a little in recent years, and even ZA is coming out on a Thursday, or at least, again, as you right now are listening to this, it came out yesterday.
Well, if you're a day one listener, thanks so much. If you're a day one listener, if you're not a day one listener, get with the damn picture. Okay, so it says. All right, I Google. I love Fire Red and Leaf Green. I'm looking. It was September 9th. It is in the U.S. What day of the week was September 9th, 2004? Is it Thursday? What?
Is your
Thursday?
Is your reality shattered?
This just bodes poorly. Let me now I'm gonna look at Diamond and Pearl now. This bodes. This just bodes poorly. This was September 28th. Or wait, no, that's in Japan. There's also the I don't know. Does this really like make the topic of this episode? Do you remember when maybe y'all remember this when the game would come out in Japan before it came out in the U.S. or in other countries, and there's this weird period where people have the full game and are playing it
like 6 months in advance.
All right, this is saying that they came out on a Sunday in the U.S. Diamond and Pearl.
Emerald, for what it's worth, April 30th, 2005 was a Saturday.
According to the official website, Diamond and Pearl came out on April 22nd, 2007, which, according to calendar365.com, friend of the pod, if you will.
What did you say? April what?
April 22nd, 20...
2007?
2007.
I have that as a Sunday.
I also have that as a Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe they're not consistent, I guess, is the answer here.
I like that we're cross-referencing calendars
just,
like they're going to be different.
Yeah. Well, you should look at the calendar, I guess, and making sure we're looking at it right. Vague weekend aspirations here, I guess. The goal is to play this game on a weekend.
Yes. So usually a game is coming out on Friday, so you can play it through the whole weekend.
Diamond and Pearl was a big one because the demo was always in Walmart, and I just loved that. And then I think I got it right around when it came out. Probably that weekend, though. Maybe it was like a few days, but it was definitely a game that I got right when it came out. And that one didn't have a ton of fanfare for me. Well, at least on the launch, I was very excited, but I kind of just got into it. It was a business formal type of game. Black and White, though, that was a beloved release of mine, because for some reason, I think it's because, and I saw one of these recently. It's such a deep seated memory of, I got one of those little reservation cards at Target, because they give you the little card, and it had the picture of the game on it. And if you bought one of these and then you went and got the game, they gave you a set of these really nice, like, hard stock postcards to do with Black and White. And I framed all of them, and they are hung up around my room in various places. I guess even if I was like streaming or something, they're all in places not visible to the camera. But I was over the moon about that. And for whatever reason, this was a very interesting launch to me, because of the whole situation with the games coming out in Japan early, and how Cerebi was kind of maybe a little misbehaving at that point in time. I had been intimately studying the content of the games, and long term, this made them lose a lot of their charm. But day one, I was ready. I was like I had like a backpack prepared of, I am gonna go catch Blitzel, I'm gonna go catch Sandile, I'm gonna go catch Zorua, and I'm gonna lead with Snivy, and that is how my experience is gonna go. I picked out my team already. I am gonna go here, and here. I'm so excited. My sister is getting the game too, so we're gonna be like dueling rivals, and we just got to work, and it was awesome. And really got to enjoy that game with my sister, she's not really a gamer, so it was a rare joy. And this was also the unfortunate time, I guess maybe just the middle school Pokemon experience, where everyone was saying it was dumb, and there's a trash bag Pokemon and an ice cream Pokemon, and this is why it is dumb and for babies, and we're not going to play it, and you shouldn't play it either, and no one's going to go on the Entralink with you because you are a dumb baby.
Not the Entralink.
And I was devastated. My Sea Gear was rarely used, if ever.
Black and White was the first game that I got day one, and my mom took me to Walmart, and we got there in the morning before the store opened. And there was a handful of people all kind of waiting awkwardly in like the lobby before Walmart opened. And then this like teenager came to the door and unlocked it and said, "Are you guys here for Pokemon?" And we were all like sheepish, like everyone there sheepishly, like ashamed of even being there. Except for me, I was buzzing, but everyone, the parents, right? Or the adults even were just like, "Yeah, we're here for Pokemon." But that was the first one. That was the first one that I ever got day one. So that was the first time I had felt like I was like plugged in to like what was happening and like new releases for like any game, really. That might have been the first game that I ever got day one even. Because before that, I had gotten Pokemon games for Christmas and for my birthday and stuff, but never like on release day, right? But this was one that I think like I probably like saved up with my own money, and then my mom took me, and it was awesome. And then I remember I was in middle school when Black and White came out, and I remember feeling my best friend also got either version, and I remember feeling like I was racing him, or at least feeling like I need to beat the game faster than him. And I remember I beat the game in like a week. I think it was at that point it was the fastest I'd ever played through a game.
A week?
But it was
smell the roses, Caprio.
Well,
How dare you?
But it was a week, but it was like 40 hours within the week. Like it was all I like.
Oh God. Okay.
I slept. I went to school, and then I came home and I played Pokemon White. I believe was the one I got first, because it has Zekrom on the front, and I was like, Zekrom is so cool. So yeah, I have a very, very fond memory of that, and that was one of the last times too that I remember kind of playing a Pokemon game at the same time as one of my friends, because I was also at a similar point where like a lot of my other friends who had played Pokemon previously had kind of grown out of it, but I stuck with it, and this one friend had also stuck with it, but for the most part, like that never really happened again until I got much older. Which is
a big.
It's funny how those things kind of come back around.
Yeah.
In your early 20s, you like find your people again, and you start enjoying things again after you were told you weren't allowed to for years.
Yeah, you dumb, stupid babies. Stay out of the intro link. Yeah. It's for babies.
But yeah, and then I had gotten, ever since Black and White, I have gotten every single other Pokemon game on day one.
And there's so much as far as like Pokemon, I think, does so well at it's not like festivities. It's not exactly festivities, but there is so much, I guess, preparatory hype, I guess, because we both I realized we both kind of covered like dots of these of the thought of a Pokemon Day on release, or just starting one, but also just I think the release gets everybody hyped because there's so much mystery surrounding it. Who are you going to pick as your starter?
Yeah.
Which, of course, the classic version battle. Yeah. And again, Noah, damn you to hell for making fun of me.
I love a Noah story.
just why would you say all that shit about Pearl? Like I don't care. I don't care that Palkia is pink. I don't care that it has pearls on its shoulders. And I guess in a weird twist, I guess it was girly for me in a certain way. But
see, everything comes back around.
Everything worked out, I guess, in that part.
Time is a flat circle.
He's like, oh, but Pearl is lame. Palkia is lame. Diamond is awesome. Dialga is cool. It's a steel type. And I was like, well, actually, like type advantage wise, Palkia is probably a little bit. Whatever. I was not fighting a winning battle on that one, but it was a live argument if you're getting Diamond or Pearl. That one I remember. I think literally because of Noah, I remember it so vehemently. But it was a big question every time. I was like, what am I gonna get? Which one? And this is, we're maybe a little freaks who buy both versions because Pokemon is in a weird place now where if you don't, and someday you want one, it might be triple the price, is what I've found. If only I bought both Black 2 and White 2 back when they first came out. But just as far as enjoying it, the version choice is a big deal, and that's a big deal on release day. Everybody's buzzing about it. Which one are you getting? I know that it's not really in play for a Legends game, but it is. I think it is such a big day. It is such a big part of the day, and I can't go without mentioning that. And of course, there's the starter fights as well.
Yeah.
Which that one is alive in this one. Let us know, of course, who you picked in CA and why it's Chikorita and why the other two were stupid, idiot bastards. But Chikorita is pretty awesome, I think. So we can discuss that.
There's a lot of like ownership, I think, in like choosing a starter and then like going to bat for it. Similarly, I think with like the box legendary and choosing your version, there's yeah, you can just like kind of claim it as your own, particularly I think if your choice is maybe the less popular choice.
Yeah.
You can get very, very worked up about it, but like I'm
picking Poplio.
Right.
How about that,
right.
Haters?
I
did in Ultra Sun.
Yeah. I felt that way even with like choosing Quaxley in Scarlet. I mean, most people.
Oh yeah,
most people chose Sprigatito. Handful of people.
I wonder why.
Well, I mean, I get it. Like I see Sprigatito, I go, yeah, that's maybe the most marketable thing I've ever seen in my life. And then a handful of people choose Fuecoco, and they're maybe the most enlightened. And I just was like, I love Huey, Dewey, and Louie so much, so I'm gonna go for the duck.
of course, this is a relevant component of every time you start a Pokemon game. If you're picking something up that you've played 100 times, or it's like 20 years old. But just in this moment when everyone is doing it and everyone is taking ownership of it, okay, I guess another central point here is that like Pokemon, I don't think would work if it wasn't popular. Like if Pokemon wasn't in like it's like it has like a there's an exponential component to this here, because like these conversations kind of they make it alive. They make it alive. And Pokemon by yourself it's interesting. I think it's the game is almost, it's like and I know there's plenty of multiplayer along the way, but and like many games can be this way, but just Pokemon is so powerful for it. It's like a multiplayer single player game because it is so important and powerful to be playing Pokemon with other people at the same time. And so because it's never just like co-op, but it's like they do seem to know at least of this like concurrentness where like you get white, your friend gets black, and at certain points throughout your playthrough, you trade, maybe you interact in some way, maybe you battle, but there is this through line the entire time of, hey, I just got to cold storage or whatever, and there's freaky dudes in here, and like, oh, I'm checking out the Weather Institute or whatever, and you check in with each other, and you kind of you get hyped. It's this more perpetual motion machine of hype, and I think it's really kind of all it's that there's always the Pokemon killers, the in big quotes, air quotes, say the Pokemon killers always come about, and these are probably great games. Like they often, I mean, it's a simple enough formula. The thing that you need to be Pokemon is to be popular, and like everybody's got to be talking about it and having like these social experiences around it. It's a big part of what it is, and it's never more alive than on these release days when everyone is freaking out about it. And like, I mean, when all my friends are playing it too, it's like I do not want to miss out on that. I was like on the day of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl coming out, I was in a rush actually, because I didn't do the midnight download or whatever. I went into the store and got it, and I was like, oh, I gotta be the first person online so I can get home, immediately boot up my Switch and hop on Twitch so I can start streaming it immediately, and I can like start talking to my friends, and like we can have this experience together that is concurrent but not necessarily multiplayer. Just this. I really like that term that you used for it, like taking ownership of it, because it really it extends into even when it is competitive, and it's like the light jabbing of like Totodile's worse than Cyndaquil or whatever, and you've got Totodile and I've got Cyndaquil. There's still good energy there. Even I guess if you ever get mean, then what's wrong with you? This is what starter you're gonna pick, but like
friendly factions or something.
The factions.
Yes.
The factions for all this. I think it just amps up the experience even further. In fact, I would encourage these factions because it's the
as long as it's friendly.
The ownership. you get into it with this ownership, and so like I don't.
I think something very powerful about it is it leads to this like instant sort of connection with the person. So like if you're like in line at the midnight launch of a new Pokemon game, and you ask the person in line next to you, like, hey, what start are you picking? And they say Chikorita, and you're like, me too. Fucking, you're best friends now. you're
okay. That's a great point.
We're
locked in.
You both like you had this choice of 3 pretty cute, pretty marketable characters, and you both chose the same one of the 3. And even the special thing about the Legends games is now the 3 starters that you can choose have all this existing baggage with them, and like each of their own like cultural impact and like fans already, and now they're getting like a second chance, a second lease on life. And I think particularly for a starter like Chikorita, opinion has shifted because of the very
Chikorita,
the very good and brave work of a few have made Chikorita.
The girly puffs have made
the girly puffs have really turned around Chikorita for good, which I'm so glad. But anyway, yeah, it's just funny. Chikorita is such a funny Pokemon to be in ZA. Anyway, but yeah, you can turn to the person next to you in line, and whether you agree or disagree, like they pick a different starter for you, you have something to just like I don't know, you just have something to talk about instantly, right? With this stranger, you're both there for the same thing, and you have the perfect icebreaker. What starter are you picking? Awesome. Or what the hell? The grass cat, so basic. That's maybe me. But anyway,
what the hell? Those are the best. This is like, I guess this is the front end, if you will, experience of him. Something that I did not know about Capreo that I'm very excited for him to share. I don't know anything about this. He just told me before we started recording, hey, I have this cool tidbit to share with you, about this process. I want to just please play your hand. I'm really excited about this.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, we've been talking about like the customer experience of you going to the store and buying the game. Well, what about the person selling you the game? So I worked at a game store for a number of years, and I worked the release dates for Sword and Shield and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl and Legends Arceus. And I think I forgot to mention this, but also I was still there when Scarlet and Violet came out too. So I worked the release dates I worked the release of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series consoles, and I worked the releases of many other games and products. Nothing even...
You're like a veteran.
Nothing even comes close to a Pokemon release. Like, we would batten down the hatches, right? Like, it was DEFCON 5. It was Red Alert.
That's right. Even against PlayStation, Xbox, like...
Well, okay, those ones, for what it's worth, were a specific circumstance because that was during the pandemic, and we actually had appointment pickups for those consoles at the time, and so it was much more like measured and organized, I guess, and people were very patient and kind. But for a fully unleashed Pokemon release, like, there was nothing like it. So the line obviously, the line is insane. People get there wicked early to get very, close to the door as possible. And the goal for the employee is to get people in and out as quickly as possible without like making the person feel rushed. You know what I mean? So when the person is
experience manufacturing,
when the person is in front of you picking up their copy, make it special for them, but also as quickly as you can move them along, so you can, because you got a big fucking line of people to get through. But the nice thing for me, being a huge Pokemon fan, for these release dates was I would always ask, what starter? Like, they would say the version, or maybe they would be getting both, whatever. But let's say they were picking one of the two versions, they would pick their version. And I think for Shield in particular, or Sword and Shield, I was also getting Shield. So someone else was getting Shield instead of Sword, because I felt like Sword was much more popular. Someone else was getting Shield. I was like, hell yeah, me too, brother. Shield brothers unite, or I don't know, something like that, right? And then what starter are you getting? Hell yeah, Grookey's sick. I'm probably gonna go Scorbunny myself. And then inevitably, like, they would just talk to me about like what they've seen in the trailers, what they're excited about, whatever. Or they wouldn't. They would answer my questions, and then they would buy the game and they would leave. But I don't know. It felt nice, even though it was. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a high stress day, because it was it was busy and it was hectic, and we needed to move the line and get people in and out. But it was still fun, because at least for me, I understand some releases, like, people can be pretty frantic and maybe rude, but at least in my experience, like, people are patient and they're nice. And specifically, like, working at a game store, I think maybe versus like a Walmart or a Best Buy or something, like a game store is a much more like that is much more for, I think, the hobbyist than your other store, your other more general stores. And the hobbyists are going to be the ones who talk to you about the thing. And that's really nice. So another thing, I guess, with like the release day, is pre-order bonuses. And
it's like both sides, kind of, because I don't know. Did people ever freak out on you about those?
Well, yeah. If we were out, we would run out because it was always a while supplies last thing, right? And,
oh yeah.
And if people got there maybe later in the day, like we had a line of 400 people in the morning, and it's like 2 p.m. now, and you're coming on your lunch break, and you want a keychain or you want a postcard, brother? Those are long gone. So I'm sorry to say. So yeah, people would get a little upset, especially if they made a pre-order and they were like, well, my pre-order was supposed to come with a thing. And again, you just have to kind of break the news to them. So that, unfortunately, like the first come first serve of it all, even for a pre-order, can be a bit of a bummer. And it's like, even for right now with these shiny Koraidon and Miraidon codes, like the first come first serve of like going to like a physical place to get a thing feels really bad. And so I think similar for ZA, they're doing, I think, keychains, right? For Chikorita.
I don't know. I'm getting a tote bag, apparently.
You're getting a tote bag? Awesome.
That's my midnight release says I'm getting a tote bag.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm getting a keychain too. I'm pretty excited about the tote bag. I don't know. Are the pre-order bonuses good? Like, I'm just posing the question generally.
They're so often garbage, but people love a freebie. If they're going there to spend, I mean, in Canada, our full price for Switch games is $80 plus tax, which worked out to be about $92. So people are going to spend $92. They don't mind getting a free thing along with it.
I have many of these pieces of, I mean, they are pieces of crap, but like I have many of them strewn around my room right now. Like
right.
I got, essentially they're like nice index cards for Legends Arceus, and they're hung up in my room. These postcards from Black and White are still hung up in my room. Maybe the nicest one I've ever got. They came in this very nice sleeve. Right behind me, or I guess right behind my camera is, I don't know who gave this out. Maybe it was GameStop. A holographic poster for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
Nice.
So I like some of them pretty well.
For Sword and Shield, they did like a fabric like wall flag or like pennant thing.
It's fabric?
Yeah.
That's nice. I wish I had gotten that.
And I remember that feeling like maybe a bit bigger of a deal because it felt more permanent than just like a paper poster. And also the postcard. Like I remember I got the postcards for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Those are nothing. there's a lot of things that are, in my opinion, kind of nothing.
These ones seem good for ZA. I guess you at home, let me know if your pre-order bonus was not shit. Because they seem okay. I saw somebody very excited about their Chikorita keychain that they got.
Yeah. I mean, it's beauty's in the eye of the beholder. One man's trash is another man's keychain. I guess.
Hell yeah.
I have a question for you though. Like like going to the store versus just downloading the game. Have you ever just like downloaded a game at midnight and played it like
hell no.
immediately? Hell no. You've never done that for any Pokemon game?
Things that I buy.
Okay.
In fact, generally.
So I did it. I did it once. I did it for Pokemon Sun on 3DS. The reason I did it is because at the time I was living somewhere where I don't think there was a game store like particularly near. There wasn't really any store really. And like, I just didn't have a great way of getting to a brick and mortar location to get the game. And I had my 3DS and I was incredibly excited about Sun and Moon at the time. And I just remember thinking, fuck it, I'm just going to download it and play it immediately. And I did, and it was awesome. And part of me regrets it now just because I do like having my cases on a shelf, especially for Pokemon.
You got to have the case. You got to have the case on the shelf. It's an essential for me.
Since I've gotten another, probably like a used copy of Sun, so now I have Sun twice. But I don't know. I there's a part of me that like when ZA comes out, like I might just download it. I don't think I would be mad about that. And I thought about it too. Like I downloaded Animal Crossing New Horizons on my Switch, for instance, because I was like, this is going to be a game that I'm going to want to have on my system always.
That's true. I maybe ZA would be the same way. I don't know.
Yeah, that's The only reason I wouldn't do that for a Pokemon, like all of my Pokemon games, I would want to have on my Switch always. The difference is I still like having, I think, and this is unfortunate, I do like having the case on the shelf.
I love having the case on the shelf. I love having a cartridge. I love the physical touch, and I love my box art, and I love my everything presentation wise of this physical. And I do enjoy going to the store and picking it up for whatever reason. I mean, yeah, a Capreo out there might ask me what starter I'm picking, and that's exciting. And I'm excited to go to my midnight release. I went to the one for Scarlet and Violet, and it was sort of boring, actually. There was not much fanfare, and I don't even think I got anything. Oh, because for that one, you had to get the bonus that I wanted, or to get the only bonus that the GameStop had, you had to pre-order the double bundle.
Right.
Which is dumb.
Right.
And I called like 2 weeks in advance. I was like, I want to pre-order. And they're like, oh, we're out of those. I was like, it's a pre-order. Make more. It's not what I said,
Yeah.
but I was flabbergasted. I was like, all right, can I pre-order Scarlet and Violet? And like, yeah, that's fine.
Separately?
And I was like, yeah. So I guess I pre-ordered them separately. And I did not get any bonus, and I was pretty mad. And the midnight release was garbage. And
But you're excited for the one for CA, irrationally.
because I was promised a tote bag. And okay, another thing, I'm getting my friends to go with me. I have a couple friends coming.
That makes a big
They're
difference.
excited too. The hype's gonna be contagious, so that's gonna be a good time. And it's a double header. It's a double header that night. I was telling you this. It's a double header because it is the same night as when we play VGC, and VGC ends at like 9ish.
Right. So then
bit
you're just
later.
going to go to the game store for midnight?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll go to Sonic, grab a slush. I'm a big Sonic head these days.
Yeah, you love Sonic the
Yes.
Hedgehog.
Yeah, I love their drinks. The ultimate drink stop, they're calling it. I'll maybe grab an ultimate drink, if you will.
Does Sonic
And
sell
then-
chili dogs?
They do.
Oh,
I
perfect.
don't get those anymore because they make my tummy hurt very
Sure.
much.
But at least, like-
everything there makes my tummy hurt. But
At least that's good. That feels right.
I mean,
That
I
feels
think
right
their
in my
menu is
soul.
pretty like their menu is pretty true to form. It's just everything. I like go there. I'm like, I want to go to Sonic. I want to go to Sonic all the time. And then I'm like, oh my god, my tummy hurts so much. I'm gonna die. Why did I choose to eat Sonic again? It's a cycle. But
You got to go fast.
yeah, I'm gonna go there. Gonna go fast, and then we're gonna go to GameStop, and I'm gonna get tote bag and maybe keychain. And if it's Chikorita, I'll fight for the keychain. If it's not, I'm not.
You could take or
Who
leave.
cares? I could take it or leave it. I don't know. They're fine. They're fine. These guys are fine. Totodile and Tepig, they're fine.
So what do you think of like there are these physical pre-order bonuses, but then like there are also in-game rewards or bonuses that they've done over
I
the
think that
years.
is garbage. I think that is fully garbage.
Like the early purchase bonus.
yeah, why? It's like
As it's an
Never-
incentive just to get you to buy the game sooner.
early.
Early.
Okay,
I mean, early usually is within the first like few months of the game releasing, but still, like they
I
did it for
guess,
Victini,
but-
and now that just Victini's just locked out of they did like a timed mystery gift event for a mythical at the beginning of Black and White, but it was an early purchase bonus, so it was available in quotes for like months. But
I guess
still,
that's true. I guess they have long done this, but it was like
they've gotten much smaller ever since. Like
yeah, like that Victini lasted like 9 months, maybe even a year of just like active distribution.
Right.
Same thing. I think the ones on the 3DS they also lasted forever. Like I had restarted Omega Ruby twice, and in those 2 times I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start the game with the what was it like?
it was a shiny Beldum.
Yeah, I'm gonna start the game with a shiny Beldum.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And
I'm
X
gonna
and
do
Y
that.
had the speed boost Torchic.
I'm gonna start the game with a CB's Torchic.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's obviously happening. But now it's like
Well, with ZA, it's
he's
going to
a
be
trench coat.
with ZA, it's going to be a Ralts, I think, with a Gardevoir, right?
Is that real? I thought it was just okay. I thought it was clothes. I'm pretty sure there is just clothes. Like there's a clothes thing
Yeah.
you can only get.
There's an in-game pre-order bonus that is clothes, which is garbage. But there is also an early purchase bonus of this Ralts with a Gardevoir, right?
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. They're doing this for ZA also, but for digital copies of the game only, which is strange, but they've done this for some of the Switch Pokemon games as well, where you get 100 or 200 Pokeballs. Have you seen that?
I got that in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
Isn't that such a strange thing to include? Do you think?
They really love it. It's a starter pack. You gotta catch them all.
Yeah, I guess it
type
is. It is a starter pack, isn't it? I guess a lot of games do starter packs, and that's just basically the Pokemon equivalent.
I have a tiny little slip of paper in my box that the Diamond and Pearl, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl double pack came in. It's like, start your journey off right. Get 200 Pokeballs. It's like, thanks.
Like,
I need that.
Am I ever even going to use all of these? No.
I need that real bad.
I feel like actually they would have been most useful in like Legends Arceus because you burn through Pokeballs in that game quite fast.
Maybe ZA will be the same. Maybe.
But then do you also remember in Legends Arceus they gave out, this was after the release of the game, but still they gave out like a Hisuian Growlithe, just a code for Hisuian Growlithe. Similar for Scarlet and Violet, they gave it a code for a Terra flying Lechonk. When pigs fly.
When pigs fly. Okay, I guess that makes sense.
So they're
Oh, and there's a flying Pikachu. There's a Terra Pikachu. I remember.
Yes, the Terra Pikachu was, I think, the early purchase bonus for Scarlet and Violet, and then they did the Lechonk after. But it's so strange.
It's odd. It is just fanfare, and if it's like something reproducible like that, then it's like super perfect fun. But I don't know. I feel bad that it's like, because I don't know, this is so dumb, but like I'm mad that like the trench coat is like locked in some way because the trench coat's awesome. Why would you make fashion exclusive? Like it's a virtual fantasy world, and we're gonna say fashion is fleeting. Who are you?
They're gonna do what they can, whatever. If an early
did Lysander make this game?
If a Ralts with a Megastone isn't enough to make you buy the game day one, maybe a trench coat will be somehow. I'm
excited about the trench coat. I'm wearing the trench coat, obviously. Girly Pop is going to be wearing the trench coat all over Lumiose. I'm really excited about the trench coat. Just the thought of, I don't know, the exclusivity of the trench coat is dumb. Like what a dumb thing to make exclusive, and it's like in universe something I can buy at the store. Like I can go to Kohl's if whatever. Like give me a trench coat.
You were saying in the last episode where we talked about VGC is they would have time limited weapons that people would use, and like only the top 10% of MMO players would have the Sword of Dinkeldar. This is a similar thing. If you go online and you have the trench coat of Dinkeldar, you're like, oh shit, you're kind of flaunting to the other people. Like, I bet you wish you were as cool as me with my trench coat of Dinkeldar.
You're kind of pulling the only move I wasn't prepared for, referencing something that I said in a previous episode when these go in one ear and out the other, essentially. people ask me, it's like, well, that thing that you said in the episode, that was pretty cool. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Fairy
was
dust.
that me?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Like,
you sure that wasn't a different show?
I remember this point, and yeah, I hope that the trench coat has embroidered on the back. I bought this game early. I'm so cool. something like that, because it's like it's so dumb. It's just a nondescript trench coat. It's like my mom took me to Kohl's. Also, I bought this game early, by the way. Fair and true that they've been doing this for I don't know why this one bothered me. I saw that and it was like, oh, exclusive trench coat. That's fashion. Why is that exclusive? But they have been doing this as far back as I think the Rotom key, maybe, or like Shaman Darkrai, or it might have been Victini. Victini might have been the first launch Wi-Fi mystery gift thing. They've been doing it for a long time. That is still an extremely long time. Victini is the original Liberty Island Victini in black and white. That is over 10 years ago at this point. And I have sang fanfare about these before and thought it was super fun. It just sucks when it's on like a whole Pokédex entry that it's timed and gone. That really sucks. So maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm complaining about it. It's a trench coat. It's not.
It's not a mythical.
Not Victini. It's not a mythical. I'm gonna live. It's not a trench coat.
There have been some pre-order bonuses though that have, I think, like as time goes on, have become pretty like renowned and like exalted as far as like pre-order bonuses go. The Heart Gold Soul Silver Lugia and Ho-Oh figures come to mind.
Oh yeah,
Those
that's
ones
big
might
time.
be like the holy grail of Pokemon pre-order bonuses.
I somewhere around here I have the Giratina figure
That one's
that
incredibly good.
that was
Yeah.
given out. Maybe by my parents' house. We had it though. Or maybe we had the Lugia. We had one of those figures. I thought it was so cool, and then I put it in a box, and I never saw it again. So, GG's for me.
GG's.
Are there any other ones? That's a good call. That's a good shout. I barely remember those. I mean, the postcards, or not the postcards. The black and white postcards. I have a lot of esteem for. Just they came in this special box.
Yeah, if the art on the I'm not saying like postcards writ large are bad. If the art on the postcards is good, then that's great. The art on the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl postcards was dog. It was just key art and then like a background with a gradient.
And
That's
they
nothing.
didn't have any like special package because the ones from Arceus were just in a clear plastic like wrapper.
Right.
And this one came in like a black and white themed box.
Right.
And had these thick, fancy postcards that
Yeah.
are still in great condition. I just kept them in the box and nothing happened to them.
Right.
And
They were made
that
by
was
somebody
all
who
that had
gave
to
a
be
shit
done.
versus being like an afterthought. Like, oh yeah, I guess we need a pre-order bonus for this game. Let's put some key art on a postcard and put it in an envelope. Those figures, and they I think had primarily done these figures like during Generation 4. But yeah, the Ho-Oh and Lugia figures, and particularly like sometimes I'll see a listing of like the game, the Pokewalker, and the figure for like $1,000+, which is absurd.
nice.
So they've become
Awesome.
quite sought after. So if you've got yours at home, you can flex. Let us know. We won't be jealous, I promise.
Whoa, they've got pins at Walmart. Damn, I kind of want that.
For ZA?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, and then Best Buy has, somebody told me they were doing this. Best Buy has, it's like a mouse pad, like it's like a play mat, like it's like mouse pad material, a table mat.
Nice.
So like if you could play the TCG on it, that
Yeah,
one's
yeah.
really really high quality. I think I believe I'll be getting that one through the barter system, but we'll see. Because I don't know why I'm gung ho on this stupid tote bag, like dumb, but I want the tote bag. I'm here
Yeah.
for the tote bag. It looks like kind of like a piece of crap, but I'm gonna give it to Sarah, and we're gonna be so toted up. I'm gonna be toting it all over town.
Toe dial.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got our pre-order bonuses, Totodile. Good job. And now it's time to play. The final chapter of the release day installment. We made it. I'm here to play.
You buy the game. Did you, when you were young, after you bought the game, did you like read the back of the box?
Oh, on the way home.
On the way home.
Of course, in the car. Now,
Yeah.
I mean, there's certain times where I was able to bring the DS, but I think
And play it like in the car? Like immediately?
Oh yeah. Well, no, I was doing so well. I'm like getting car sick again when I try to play my DS in the car.
You need your special glasses.
I need the I need to get the glasses back out. I'm just like going to the stores thinking like I'm not gonna get car sick. Time to play DSi. And I'm like, Sarah, please pull over. just trying to read like the shiny hunting text on white 2. I think for white specifically, black and white, the black and white one, me and my sister were playing in the car, and it was just as soon as we got it. But Diamond and Pearl, and then I also believe like the Mystery Dungeon games, still Pokemon. I got those right around when they came out. I was I was all eyes on the box. You're so right. It's so close to game time. Like
Yeah.
I'm as it's in my hands. I'm as
I
hype
know.
as possible.
It's when you get it from the store and it's in your hands and you're like, God, I can't wait to get home. You know, I can't read the back of the box on the drive home anymore because I'm the one driving. So I'm gonna get in an accident if I do that.
I mean, maybe not at this midnight release. Well, actually, no. I'm going to wheel and deal to make this happen. But like, I'm often a passenger. I'm often a passenger princess, so I get to play the game as soon as I buy it. So
Hell yeah.
we got it. We got the game. I'm putting myself in the shoes. I'm getting home. The box is years ago, the box would be thrown away. R.I.P. That was
R.I.P. If only we knew.
Some of the worst decisions of my life. But I'm playing it, and I wanna like, and it's like, I mean, like at this point, it's kind of just like, yeah, you play it, it's fun, or you hate it, or whatever, but it's probably fun. But I do kind of want to at least branch this into it was like as a child and what's it like now with the internet. I mean, because it was very special in both cases, but it's very different also. These are almost like releases for me. These are like releases from two different series at this point, because the way that like we're in these communities. I'm on YouTube and Twitch and Discord and stuff, talking to all these people about Pokemon. The way that I think it's most apparent on launch day, the way that I consume these games is wildly different than it was right when they would come out when I was little. And the priorities I would take, even like playing the game, because I didn't have the same means to talk to people or like kind of socially explore the games with people, if that makes sense. When we were, I don't know, when we were little I say, the little high schoolers, if you will. I mean, especially because it was one of those things. At least for us, I was the same way as you were describing earlier. Not very many people in the trenches with you, I think, up until X and Y. Y for me was when the school was back. When we were in 11th grade, people had sense again. They were like, wait, I don't have to hate my life, and I have free will, and I can choose to do things that are fun. And we're all playing X and Y. And it was kind of back. It was back, and it was the talk of the school. And those are especially good games for exploration and speculation, because so much was left unsaid. Like, I remember there was a round table of sorts about Zygarde amongst me and my friends at high school. And this was maybe like a week and a half after the game came out. People were catching up and stuff. And then we had like a gym leader tournament where everybody picked a type and built a team of that type. That was a fun little endeavor. But I think I can think of several of the games when I was little. Instead of like one friend who's also really into it, it was very much like exploring a jungle by yourself. And it was magical experience. I really felt that way with Pearl for the first time. A couple of people were playing it at school. Noah was playing it. You dirty dog, Noah. But it was a very personal experience. Much of it was of just, I mean, in this jump. I mean, most of the jumps are pretty big. I guess from the jumps are big. We don't have to do the jump comparing thing. I was impressed with the jump from Gen 3 to Gen 4, and I was mystified even by the Sinnoh region. I think it was because Melancholy was there for the first time. Like, you know how they like made the Pokemon Center music sad, kind of.
Yeah, especially at nighttime.
Yeah.
It was a shift.
There's these notes of sadness every so often. It was just, and that's not the point of this. It was something new. It was something interesting. It was the spin that they were giving, and I felt like I was walking through this kind of secluded wood, if you will. I was like, I just found like a new forest clearing, or something, and I don't know if I would want that now. But it was kind of what I was in for, I guess, with Pokemon at that age. Of just like quiet, lonely even at times. Of course, I had a very active imagination and did lots of role playing about what I was doing in the game. But it was vivid, but it was a much quieter experience, and like very self-driven. I feel like imagination wise, I was a lot more in it in those days. I don't know if that was the case for everyone. God, this is like just recalling this is really making me feel something, because it was so special and so different, and in some ways not as fun as it is now, but and maybe like richer in other ways. Like I was really, what's that guy's name who goes into the woods and he's like, I'm just gonna go in the woods and write now. He has the series of poems. Oh, it's like it's not Vagabond, because that's like some movie or something. If you know the not so obscure author I'm talking about, please comment. Please. It's not Rembrandt. I don't know. This guy, he lives a normal life, and he's like, I'm gonna go live in a cabin. Walden. The Thoreau. If you made the comment already, Thank you so much. I dabble in literature. I'm a lit head, if you will. But okay. I promise that this matters. This tangent matters. Okay, I'm not crazy. Walden, as far as I understand it, he was just some guy. Like he was maybe even like you, Caprio. He's just some guy, and he decided one day he's like, yeah, this kind of sucks. I'm gonna go live in the woods. I'm gonna go hang out in the woods. And when he went out in the woods, he wrote poems, and he had this very rich and deep connection with the wilderness around him. And I think the at least important thing to me is that it was because he was by himself that the tone of the literature took on such a unique and transformative view to itself, because they were just poems. I mean, it's a poem. Be real. Yeah, I know we can have some good poems, but they're damn poems. But I digress about poems. I think there is value and benefit in that solitude, and I had that many times with Pokemon. That is the whole point of this. Of like, even though I had said that whole thing about like multiplayer, single player games, when these worlds are that rich, then the solitude matters. And it did to me. I don't know what was like you so the actual experience, I guess, the emotional, individual driven experience. You've got Black and White. You got that one friend that's maybe playing it with you from time to time. Like, what is it like, feelings wise?
It's just all encompassing. It's like all I thought about, all I cared about. It was such like an intense week of like just Pokemon, especially for Pokemon White. And most games, I think, like most games growing up, most Pokemon games, I should specify. Like I played other games, but I didn't fall like head over heels as heavily as I did with other games. Maybe Minecraft, actually.
I was like that with the Sonic RPG.
Okay.
I don't know why. The world-renowned Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. I did like the 40-hour work week with that game for some reason.
But I don't know. Pokemon, I don't know. It was usually all encompassing. It's like the core memory I have. Like that's the game that I'm playing like late at night under my covers when I'm supposed to be asleep. You know what I mean? Like it's always Pokemon in that memory.
Big time.
I guess that makes sense because it's on a handheld device. But regardless, I don't know. I think the feeling is just like it's just nice to be so enveloped in that world. And
for this week, like you live there.
Yeah,
like, you get to live there, and that was, I think, only really possible that week.
Yeah, particularly with Black and White too. It had such strong characters that more than a lot of Pokemon games. It really like reeled me in, and really, I remember the first time watching like the opening movie for Black and White. I was like, this is some serious stuff. I don't know. That's a big question because
I mean, can tell you're
even
the thinker.
Even now, even with new Pokemon games. Like I remember starting Legends Arceus, and I was streaming on Twitch at this point, but I didn't want to stream it on Twitch. And even with ZA coming out, I don't want to stream it on Twitch. I don't really want to. I feel like my guard is up now with new games because I'm very sensitive to spoilers. But I'm very much.
Don't show this guy spoilers under any circumstances. Do not show Caprio spoilers.
Please, I beg.
It's gone so poorly.
Oh my god! Ever since the battery pack situation of 2025, it's been all downhill. But Mo, my partner, and I are both going to get ZA, and we're both going to play that game together. And so I'm going to have that experience. I'm going to have much more of an intimate experience, I think, of playing the game with someone. And as much as I like talking about Pokemon with a bunch of people, I do think I have a better time playing playing this game, playing any game with like one person, especially if that's a person that I'm like very close to, and sharing my experience with them and really only them. And I don't know if that's better or worse. It's just different.
No, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. And that might sound weird because I stream Pokemon game. I stream Emerald on Twitch, but the difference is I've played Emerald a million times. So my first experience with it, I think that's a big thing actually. I really cherish my first experience with a Pokemon game. And so I try to like protect that, and I fear like streaming it and sharing it with like too many people makes me susceptible to potentially spoilers, or also I think just like outside thoughts. I think I'm like susceptible to not peer pressure, but just maybe having my opinion of a thing shift based on the opinions of others, or
you're
I don't
just
know.
like Thoreau. You're just like Thoreau. You gotta go get out in the woods and.
But I want to go to the woods with Mo. Mo and I together can go to the woods and play Pokemon ZA, and then once we both beat it, then we'll come back to society and talk about it with everyone else after having experienced it together. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if Thoreau had a sidekick or a wife.
I think that was kind of. I think part of his thing was not having either.
Yeah,
of those
he's just actually being totally alone. Anyway. I don't know if that answered your question. Probably not.
No, it did. Absolutely. I think that's I don't know, eye-opening, even because I am now, and I had those special experiences where like it's like and especially even as late as Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon,
Mm-hmm.
I outside of maybe one other person who's playing with me, I'm locked away. I am if I absolutely need something and I know that I can get it, I might consult a guide, but I am in the study. Working hours, do not disturb for the next 7 to 14 days.
Mm-hmm.
But now I relish the experience of the like everybody at a party is playing it, and that party is I guess the online community. I got to have this feeling with Arceus. I got to have this feeling with Brilliant Diamond, Shiny Pearl, and. I guess Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, I did very much with Scarlet and Violet. Everybody trading tips and as I have said several times on this show, just that like I love that susceptibility, and I do like being impressionable. Some naysayers might even call me gullible, but I like that in these contexts of just. I don't getting outside of my own head for such a, I guess, powerful and owned experience, because every choice is owned. I think it's like far beyond anything, just the starters or something. Mm-hmm. Every choice is owned, and somebody tells me what they're doing or working on. I'm like, that's cool. I might give that a shot. Like I haven't been over to that area yet. That was one of my favorite parts actually of Scarlet and Violet, and we had this very strict system where it was like me, and originally it was just me working on it, where I was streaming it. I was streaming Scarlet and Violet. It was like maybe not release day, but less than a week then after it came out, and I was like, I am gonna see what the deal with these stakes is and these random and these magic doors. I'm gonna figure it out. And then somebody was also playing the game. I can't remember what this guy's name was. He might have been also streaming it, and he's like, hey, what's the deal with these doors? I was like, I'm trying to figure it out. Do you know what the deal with the doors is? Don't tell me if you haven't done it. He's like, no, I haven't done it. Let's figure it out. And we both start going after the doors. And because of the unique nature of that quest, where there's these 10 pins, essentially, in the map that are placed at random positions, I thought it was fair game to not use... Because they got like a map set up relatively quickly on like I think like Cerebi made an interactive map for Paldea or something. But, like we had an agreement is like if we find because even better the union rooms, we got in the union rooms together and like pinged each other about it. We're like all right there's a stake on my 6. Let's get it. Everybody swarms the stake, and we're all trying to get to the 10. And this ended up being like a group of like 6-7 people who were all working on the doors, and we didn't know what was going to happen, and we all got to have the excitement when it worked out. And I think it is a top tier memory at this point. Doing all that and then like being shocked and disturbed and confused when I saw Tinglu. Tinglu was the first one that I got, and I didn't know what was gonna happen. I knew there was a Pokemon in there. I had a pretty good inkling there's a Pokemon in there, but I think I got to have with friends even this time an experience similar to discovering Regirock or something for the first time, of this steeped in mystery, and we're like, do you know? No. Do you know? Well, it's like, but I figured like I've got 1/10 of the map, and then this person's got another 10th of the map, if you will, and we're trading notes and stuff. I don't know, and then like more largely, people are just weighing in where they are in the game. Oh, I've been here. Oh, I haven't been there yet. Like don't tell me about it. Like I'll get there. I'll get there. I promise. Just the. It's like a party, and I gotta say, I really am. I don't know. Maybe this is pathetic, even, but like I think about it every year. I was like, is there any point in the year that I'm just like ground level happier than when everyone is talking about Pokemon? I'm playing Pokemon with them. We're all playing it because it just came out, and we're all kind of working on the same thing. And the good faith actors are all working together to have a really good time, and we're propping each other up. Like I'm just so happy. I'm so happy of this. Every year that it happens, I get to have this vaguely holiday-ish experience where I'm at a Pokemon party, and because I'm streaming, because I'm in these Discord servers, because I have like friends online now, it's I get the world now instead of the woods. And how brilliant is that? It's my, and I'm gonna be, I don't know, maybe I'm experiencing this right now within the sort of satellite Droomish. I'm enjoying ZA with someone in this very moment that you're listening. I can't overstate how important the shared experience is to me, and like how me having fun makes someone else have more fun, and then them having more fun makes me have more fun, and we have this big circle of fun. I can't wait. It's in every game, but I can't wait to play the ZA. I can't wait to play whatever's next, because I'm gonna get to play with my friends. And even if I never get into a game with them, or I don't think I ever did, I might have traded with somebody on Arceus once. I might have used the trade feature a single time, but I have talked with so many people about it. I've experienced it with so many people. I'm kind of speechless at this one, honestly. It's just it wasn't multiplayer, but it was, and it's so special. Yeah, so that's pretty epic, I think. As far as my experience, I'm happy with your woods analogy. Also, I don't know. I like the perspective. So I am glad that you. It made complete sense, and I'm glad that you shared. I don't know. I mean, like we made it, kind of. Like we're playing Pokemon, and it feels good, and whether you're keeping to yourself or not, most people are having a good time, I would say. And I hope you're having a good time, fair listener. I guess. Yeah.
If you've got, so again, by the time you're listening to the ZA is out, so let us know what you think. Early impressions. Who is your starter? Obviously. We can't do a version thingy this time around, but I don't know. Maybe let us, just whatever you want. Let us know how you're feeling about it so far, what your plans are, if there's any megas that you're really jonesing to use on your team. Droomish, I assume you're going to be using Mega Victory Bell?
I could be. That's a good shout. I mean, it's looking pretty likely. I'm not spoilered. Be safe, or I guess the game's out. It doesn't even matter. Mega Meganium is in my sights. I know that exists.
Does it really? You're telling me that now in real time.
No, I'm speculating. I'm like I know that this is real. Like,
really?
I haven't seen it. I don't know if it exists. I think.
Well, you said it exists.
In my heart of hearts.
Oh, you gotta.
I know it's real.
I thought you just straight up told me a spoiler.
No, it's like I can feel this one in my soul.
Okay,
I know
okay.
that Mega Meganium exists.
I'm inclined to agree that I think each of them is likely getting a mega, but you like gave me a gave me a start for a second.
I feel it. I feel in my spirit.
Yeah.
My spirit is telling me, I can feel it deep down. Mega Meganium exists. And I
Yeah.
will be using it.
I guess this is our moment. Do you have any final predictions for ZA? I guess now that it's like out, it'll be fun to like. Now that the games are real, it'll be fun to like listen back to this and see if we were close.
Mega Meganium,
Yeah,
obviously.
for one. Yeah. Okay, well,
Other than
I guess
that-
like to what type do you think Mega Meganium will be?
Fairy.
Like grass fairy?
Grass fairy.
Grass fairy. Okay.
It's a grass fairy.
What about the other two? Like, do you think for alligator will be water dragon?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Let's go.
Do you
Water
think they would
dragon.
change Embor at all, or do you think they would keep it firefighting?
Fire Steel?
Fire Steel Embor. Ooh, like Heatran.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. I like that a lot.
I have very few predictions for this one. Like, I don't know. They
Are there
haven't revealed any new Pokemon. I'm just.
Are there any Pokemon
I'm
that you're
just
still like holding
curious.
out, or any Pokemon that you're coping will receive a Mega? Because for me, it's Ledian.
Ledian is a big one.
Yeah.
Flygon is a big one. I just want a Bug Dragon. Like that's my, I guess, the one item on my wish list. I was just moaning about this the other day. I want a Bug Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So give me a Bug Dragon in this game.
And
Everything's gonna be
ideally
peaches.
Flygon. I think if it's not Flygon, then like who?
But it could be Yanmega. Mega Yanmega. would
Mega
be
Yan
big.
Mega as a Bug Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. I could
Okay.
see-
Yeah.
I could see that. Wow. I'm excited for it all over again now. Look what you did.
Hey. All right, folks. Well, enjoy your Pokemon, and I hope you enjoyed the woods, because that's all we got for you this time on Petalburg Woods. I'm not gonna say what we're doing next time because this keeps falling through and we keep having issues with it. There will be an episode though. I'll
Yeah.
look forward to it.
Before you finish, last episode we got listener mail, which was awesome. And so I just wanted to shout out the email for the show again, petalburgpod@gmail.com. If you have any questions for us or comments, concerns, statements of truth, whatever you want, but probably questions ideally, because we got a very nice question last time. So yeah, again, petalburgpod
really
at gmail.com. If you don't email us, you can also comment. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, you could leave a comment with a question and that'll do just fine. But if you're listening on your podcast app of choice, feel free to send us an email. Thanks in advance.
We did it. Cool. All right. So until next time, you can find us outside the forest as well, outside the woods. I'm on YouTube, Droomish, if you will. And we're both on Twitch at Droomish _ and at Capreo _. Both of us are streaming now. Let us know what you thought of the show. Leave a review. And if you're on YouTube, do all the good YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, comment, as we love comments around here. And as always, leave your repels at home. And we will see you next time on the Petalburg Woods. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Petalburg Woods is hosted by Droomish and Capreo and produced by Girl Luigi. The theme music is by Capreo, and additional artwork is by Mo Paint Stuff. Let us know where you'd like to visit in the Pokémon Universe next. Email us at petalburgpod@gmail.com. And until then, leave your super repels at home and come visit us in the Petalburg Woods. See ya!